Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Pint Time with Backpacker Mike, and I'm going to try this peach crumble treat by Prairie Artesian Brewing Company. They do some amazing stuff. I did this one over on Instagram just a minute ago. Gave it an amazing score. I will do it again for you guys here. Comes in at 5.3% on the Richter scale. Peach crumble. It is a sour ale with peach, cinnamon, vanilla, and pecans. So I'm going to give that a try, but today is episode 213, the longer version. I just finished up on Instagram. I'll be doing it on Facebook, but it is about backpacking through New Zealand. So let's talk about food and how much food will cost in New Zealand. Food. New Zealand's cuisine is mostly, just think like England, because England had control of New Zealand and Australia. So their cuisine is a lot of fish, seafood, fish and chips, meat pies, and specialties where you get into the cultural aspect of it, of the Maori hangi, which is basically meat and veggies, and it's cooked underground. Expect things like roasted lamb. I absolutely love roasted lamb. Mussels, scallops, oysters, snapper fish. Also, if you are vegan, there are a ton of vegan options for you there also in New Zealand. Inexpensive restaurants. A meal is around 20 to 25 New Zealand dollars. Again, for $1 you get $1.68 New Zealand. So 20 to 25 New Zealand dollars for a nice meal with a drink. So not that bad. A nice meal with a drink will cost you about 50 to 60 New Zealand dollars. Fast food, think McDonald's, will run you about 14 New Zealand dollars for a combo meal. Chinese, Thai, Indian food, etc. can run you about 15 to 20 dollars New Zealand dollars. Pizza is about 10 to 15 New Zealand dollars. Takeaway fish and chips, 10 to 15 bucks as well. I love fish and chips. Beer runs about 9 to 10 New Zealand dollars for a local beer, which is about the same here in the United States, 6 bucks. Wine is about 12 to 15 dollars. A latte is about 5 New Zealand dollars. You can buy a week's worth of groceries if you're gonna travel in a camper van or whatever. I'll get to that later, or stay in an Airbnb for about 60 to 80 New Zealand dollars, and that will give you the basics like rice, pasta, some meats, some fish, veggies, things like that. A backpacker budget will cost you about 75 to 80 New Zealand dollars. That works out to about $50 to $60 a day, which is pretty average for a budget backpacker in an expensive place to travel. So it's not horrible. With this budget, you could stay in a dorm type 4 to 6 to 8 bed, 4, 6, or 8 bed hostel basically. Take public transit, limit drinking, do free hikes, visit free museums, and cook your own meals in the hostel. You can also lower costs by couch surfing or camping, because camping is really inexpensive there, like $5-6 a day. A mid-range budget, which is probably about what I would travel on, is around 150 to 225 New Zealand dollars per day. You could stay in a private Airbnb or a hotel room. You can Uber around town. You can do activities like bungee jumping, whale watching. You can eat out mostly and enjoy a few drinks as well. So after that, I'll get into how you could save money while traveling through New Zealand. But first, let's try this peach crumb treat here by Prairie Artisanal Brewing Company. Cheers, prost, sláinte, and skål for my Nordic friends. You know who you are. Yeah, it's peach. I definitely get like that sort of peach cobbler kind of smell on the nose on this for sure. All right. It's still as good as it was over on Instagram. This literally almost tastes exactly like a peach cobbler. You definitely get that peach. Like right now, it's just the sourness and tartness of the peach is just making my mouth water, which is making me continuously taste this amazing sour beer. Definitely get some of the cinnamon kick. The vanilla is coming in now, and then you get a slight bit of that. Think of like candied pecans or pecans, however you want to say it. It's almost like that candied kind of pecan flavor at the end. So you get like a little bit of a candied, nutty kind of flavor at the end of it. It is absolutely perfect. It is absolutely amazing. I mean, this is just a stunning beer. I'm going to pour the rest of it that I have here in for a hard pour, because the hard pour is just as amazing. You can see the bits floating around in there a little bit, and Yeah, it just smells like peach cobbler. Yeah, absolutely stunning. I gave it a 10 over on Instagram. I'm going to give it a 10 here again as well. Peach crumble treat by Artesian Brewing. I have yet to have a bad beer from Artesian. They brew some amazing beers. If you can get a hold of any of them, especially their sours, I highly, highly, highly recommend it. Yeah, 10 for a 10 for the peach crumble. Thank you guys so much. I truly appreciate you hanging out with me on Pint Time with Backpacker Mike on this Saturday, and I will see you on the next Pint Time after Facebook. So until then, peace, love, and let's continue to experience this beautiful world together. And I'll see you guys next time on Pint Time with Backpacker Mike.